Hello, 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 people in TV land. Even Zoom is TV land. YouTube is TV land. Zoom is TV land. We're all TV stars now. Who knew? Let's start standing. We're going to do just a little shake and bake. Shake it out, let go. Try to release. Just notice in your body if there's a place that doesn't shake. Try to release tension in that place so that it's got movement. Could be gentle shaking, could be more vigorous shaking. It could be symmetrical or asymmetrical shaking. Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Good. And then we can let that go. And we're going to just do a breath. Inhale up for 6 counts. Exhale down for 6 counts. So exhale everything out. And then inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking up. 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Radiating out like a star. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down like a TV star. 2, just kidding. 3, 4, 5, like a star in the sky. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reach it out. Keep really actively reaching out. 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to inhale open chest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, close the front of the body. 2, 3, 4. Rounding your spine. 6. Inhale, open. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, closed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more, open. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, closed. 3, 4, 5, 6. And shake it out. And just know, like, the way that we're doing the exercise, sometimes we do it where we're exhaling up, inhaling down. We don't have to breathe in one direction. Our breathing is very three-dimensional. Even like the parts of our diaphragm, like it's not like our whole diaphragm is descending like an elevator down. Like the insertions are there. So as the breath is going up, other parts are going down. Like it's not like our diaphragm is just doing this. It's very more sea creature-like than like an umbrella or an elevator or something. I don't know. So thinking of that, the movement of the diaphragm, your breathing muscles having a lot of freedom, and it might be moving in sort of different ways, but we just want to offer that we get as much aliveness and vitality in there as possible. So I'm just going to take off my big sweatshirt so you can see my ribs a little bit better. And we'll just move our ribs a little bit more. So it's going to be hands on the side body, so you can feel your hands are on your ribs. I can feel my ribs under me in the back. And like I can feel my bottom rib is like down here. And in the front, the bottom is here, right? So you can see that the diaphragm is on this incline in there. So we're going to squish our ribs around. So just moving around, rib cage, lungs, diaphragm, heart, organs, right? And I'm doing it by circling around the bottom of my ribs. Unchanged direction, go the other way, which is moving your spine a lot, right? I can't move my ribs without moving my spine. Well, that's not true. But in this way, I can't circle them around without moving my spine. Good. And then let's come in. But I could say even if I'm standing still and like the breath is moving my ribs, I'm also getting a little bit of elongation in my spine for some part of that, right? Even if it's micro. All right, let's do another big opening up into an X, internal rotation, turn it out, external rotation, internal rotation, external rotation, internal rotation with the arms and legs, external rotation, internal rotation, external rotation. Interlace your hands up over your head, feet are wide, just shifting from side to side. moving, letting your scapula slide around on your back, getting deep into your core, your it's so funny when people say their core. What do they really mean? There is no anatomical part of us that we can say that's our core. But I think we generally mean in here. Some people think they're talking about their abs. Some people maybe are talking about their back. Thinking of the whole thing. I don't know. It's just a word, and it isn't an anatomical word, right? To describe a part of our body. But I like to think about it as the muscles deep inside, the muscles closer to the surface. Maybe people, when they're talking about their core, are thinking more deep inside, center of the body. So we could say like within our torso. So if I'm doing this lateral flexion and extension, I'm moving my quadratus lumborum, I'm moving my abs, I'm moving my gut body. I think generally when people are talking about their core, they're not talking about their gut body, but I like to include that personally because when we move, that part of our movement is for our gut body. We don't want to be holding it all in and clamping it down all the time, right? We need freedom for our gut body to move, freedom for our organs to move. Let's go with pelvis, circles with our pelvis. And imagine, just for in your own imagination, imagine that your guts are making the circle. Like my gut body is circling around. My gut body is mobilizing. Change direction. And so are my bones, and so is my nervous system, and so is my blood. Like as I'm moving, all of me is moving. And let's open up, elbow to knee, crossing. And reaching. So one diagonal is really reaching out, the other diagonal is coming in. And let's take it to the back. Looking in the direction of the hand and foot touching. So looking over your shoulder, turning your head from side to side, finding that flow. If it's too hard, just look forward. If you're feeling like, oh my God, I can't do that. But if it's possible, turn your head, look over your shoulder. Good. So, we're moving our whole body as we're doing that. Now we're going to go for this, spirals, elbow to knee. And you're going to, again, twist, look over your shoulder. Knee coming up. So if I do this sideways, that's what you are seeing. It's not a huge side weight shift, maybe a little bit of one. And then let's inhale, arms. Oh, let's do this one. You're going to circle your arms, circle your hands, inhale up, take it into a little bit of a back bend, and then change the direction of the circles. Take it all the way down. Hello wrists, hello fingers. Push into the back space and go up onto your tippy toes. Change the circle, circling forward and up. Waking up that tissue in your forearm. Take it into a little bit of a back bend. Change direction, bringing it down. Just keep breathing. Push into the back space. Tippy toes, if possible. It's like our what are those? Like our jetpack position. Elevate, lift. One more time. Really letting that movement come into your forearms. Lift up, take it back. Wings of the lungs. Change direction. Wings of the heart, our arms, our hands, our fingers. Waking that up. Reach into the back space. Push and take off. And then bring it in. And let's go down to the floor, coming all the way down to our butt on the mat. Cross-legged position. Let me take it a little lower. My camera was being really tetchy, just being like yesterday. So just trying to be a little careful with it. Side stretching. In my high-tech studio, my camera person is just not always behaving right. This is just 100% DIY. And I'm sorry if any advertisements are coming on this, but because I'm not getting that money. So just so you know, circle it around. I am still not a professional account, but I am making my way there. Finally, we're getting a little teeny bit of traction. I was stuck at 2,000 hours for a very long time. I couldn't hit that. I couldn't pass that. And like you have to have 4,000 viewing hours in the past 365 days. One day I'll arrive. Just kidding. All right, let's come up and just spiral one way and then the other. Yeah, so if you think that people are making money from the advertisements on their channel, if they have a lot of views, they are making money from those advertisements. But what I would like to do is turn them off so you don't get any advertisements, right? There's just nothing worse than that, especially if you're kind of getting into your body and then, oh, let me sell you something. Oh, horrible. Switch legs, except for if I'm trying to sell you something. I'm just trying to sell you feeling healthy and good in your body. Side stretch. Being kind to yourself. Feeling like you are enough exactly as is. No need to be perfect. And then you can enjoy being in a body no matter what your body looks like. Let's take it to the side and forward and around and open up. Moving feels good. That's my sales pitch. Moving feels good. And maybe it doesn't quite feel good yet, but maybe at some point it will, right? And we can sort of shift our relationship to sensation. Like I can feel parts of my body, they're like, whoa, what did you do yesterday? But I can feel them. So that's good. Let's open up. We're going to just circle, again, circling gut body. Now we're seated, so our pelvis is more stable, but it still can pour around. I'm all feisty today. Change direction other way. Good. And then let's spiral again, twisting one way. And then twist the other way. And then just look at this for 1 second. I'm not sure how clear it's going to show in there, but I'm going to twist. I'm just going to show you what I kind of do when I get in there in my body. So I twist, and then I kind of play around a little bit of micro movement, a little bit of readjusting, macro movement, thinking of the whole inner body. So go ahead and twist. Let yourself just adjust and move a little bit, not forcing anything, but just giving your inner body some little squishy hydration and movement. Lengthening a little bit, shortening a little bit, spiraling, unspiraling, giving yourself a little bit of sort of micro adjustment in that stretch. And then change it to the other side and the same thing. Not to hurt yourself, but to just find more spaciousness in the tissue in your body, right? We're just giving it a little of internal massage while we're in this spiral. And then release it. And let's just take it forward and down. Let your head drop. Surrender. Let go. Soften. You can shift gently from side to side if that feels good. And then come up, and we're going to take it onto our backs on the floor. I have new socks. I know I talk about this, but like matching. Like when I'm wearing a color, I see what art in my room matches my socks. And actually, today, it's a painting that someone else made. Anna West, this painting of a New York City street. I feel like that sort of matches the color palette of my socks. She is a Newburgh-based artist who used to be in Williamsburg. So usually, yeah, I'm just going to keep that. The art share, the cultural moment of color matching. Roll from side to side, let it massage out your back. When I buy art, I try to buy art from people that I know who are alive. Instead of paying a bunch of money for something for a person who is no longer alive, where it's just an investment and it isn't actually about the art or supporting artists. All right, let's come in. Open your feet a little wider, internally rotate one leg at a time. But also I want to say that like my relationship to the art in here is like it's living. I look at it, I see different things. When I go to friends' houses and I look at their art and I'm there like over time, like it comes at me differently each time. So we can use the way that we see art or what pops out to us anytime we're looking at art as sort of a opportunity to be in relationship with something and connected to our own awareness, seeing what we see. Let's bring it in. And we're gonna take our arms and our legs both up. So warming up our back, arms overhead, and then exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. Inhale, pressing up, arms over your head, exhale, down. You're gonna inhale, lift, keep your arms there, exhale, down, and then you're gonna inhale up and exhale. Changing the relationship, your pelvis is going up, arms over your head. And now I've gone to exhaling up and inhaling down. Just let yourself breathe. It doesn't have to be that you're breathing in one direction all the time, but it can be that one direction makes more sense to you in your body. But we want to be able to breathe no matter how we're moving. Last one, go up and stay, circles with your hips, circling around, feeling the relationship of your cranium to your ribs to your pelvis, just feeling how those three big bony structures are moving in relationship to each other. So my head moves a little bit as I do this. Change direction. Working the back body, opening the front of the body, opening the front of the hip flexors, circling your pelvis around. I feel like this is one of the best I sit too much exercises. If you sit too much, which pretty much everybody in our culture does, doing these bridges is going to be good. I see a lot of adults who can't get their pelvis up even to here. So that is just a lot of tightness in the front and weakness in the back, right? So we want to make sure we can try and get that pelvis so it's at least between our knees and shoulders so that we have a long, elongated front of the body here. Roll it down, relax, shake out your legs, and shake out your arms. Make some noise. And then take a happy baby pose. And let your baby be like a laughing happy baby. Somebody gave me a comment on one of my lymphatic flush things. It's like, oh, if you do that and then you get on the floor and you do a laughing happy baby, if you do the lymph flush first, now all the lymph is coming down to reintegrate or not reintegrate. Well, yeah, reintegrate into the blood and then flush out. So this position is a great way of getting the lymph back, especially if you're laughing. Laughing is going to add vibration sound, and like laughing and crying both do that little thing to your heart and lungs where you're doing that. You're giving it a little extra squeeze. All right, let's roll it back and forth. And coming into the floor. Take a deep breath. Let's do big arm circles. So stretch your legs down below you, flex your feet, circling your arms towards each other as if you're taking off a shirt. Inhale, open. Exhale, curling just like a quarter of the way up. Breathe. Open, reach long. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. And change direction over your head, looking towards your feet. Spread out your toes. Flex through your heels. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Bend your knees and come up. We haven't done this in a long time. I go through phases of the things that I'm doing. So we're going to do this spiraling thing. Arms are going to go in front of you. Wait, how does it go? We go back, halfway back. And then we're going to inhale, spiral to one direction. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale. open and spiral. Serve the sandwiches to all your friends. Serve the sandwiches to everyone. Inhale, open, exhale. Inhale, open, exhale. Use your breath. Open and expand, spiral. Exhale down. Inhale, open it up. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Relax for a second. Take it down. Pelvis up. Open the front of your hip flexors again, right? So we were just kind of crunching them in that exercise. Now we want to open it back up. But we're going to go back to that exercise and add a leg, add some option. So I just want to open front of the body before we do it. Roll it down. Pick it back up. So this time, we're going to take it back and you're going to, wait, hold on, I was thinking about this. Down, you're going to stretch out and try and touch your hand to your foot. Halfway down, open it up. Halfway down, reach it out. Halfway down, spiral. Now that you're working your leg as well, if I grab my leg, it's easier and I can come up into it, right? But you can do it like that. You can do no legs. Just getting those legs in on the action. Last one. Good. And take it down. Melt, soften, shake it out, free up your spine. Breathe. Let your bone weight really drop down into the floor, connecting to the energy of the earth, grounding your energy. Like anytime we need to ground ourselves, get down on the ground. Feel the bones melting into the earth, being supported by gravity, right? Our bodies form in accord with the gravitational pull of the earth. If there was no gravity, we probably would be much floopier and more expansive. We wouldn't have the density that we have. And gravity helps us with our bone density, right? Even our fascia density and even the density of our blood. So gravity is helping us form, and movement and gravity together, changing our relationship to gravity, is really healthy for our body, really helpful for our tissue. So we're rolling from side to side right now. Invite your shoulders to melt and let go. My arms are just traveling from one side to the other. Head, neck, and jaw relaxed. Uh-oh, it looks like it might rain outside. Oh, maybe not. And I have some stuff outside on the line. All right. I came from being super sunny and bright, and now it's like, ooh, it's looking gray and dark. Bring it back in. Let's go with one foot up to the ceiling. You're just going to circle your ankle. Just circling around. And then change direction, circle the other way. Then we're going to go through our demi point, just the toes peel back, full flex, toes, and point. Let me lower it down there. Just the toes, full flex, toes, point. Toes, heel, toes, point, toes, heel, toes, point. We're going to do a different one. You're going to, and I'll show it to you this way. It's like you're going to grab, like you're making a fist, and then you're spreading out your toes and winging. Fist in, wing out. You can add your hand to this. Fist in, wing and spread. Fist in, wing and spread. Fist in, wing and spread. Last one. In and out. Shake it out, let it go. You're going to make a cuff with your hand and like pull on your ankle, and you're going to circle your ankle one more time. So if you have a lot of moisturizer on your hands, just slide down. You're not going to get that pull on the fascia, on the tendons, ligaments. This is to just give them a little more space. Change direction. Giving it a pull to give it more resilience. Good. And shake it out. Let it go. Going to the other leg. So just let's see here. Circle your foot outward. Circles with your foot. Circle inward. Wake up your toes. Wake up your calf and shin. Then we're going to come in, flexing through the toes, through the heel, through the toes, and point. Toes, heel, toes, point. Toes, heel, toes, point. toes, heel. Also, my colors match that painting, toes, heel, toes, point. I'm like, it's shiny. I'm like a crow, totally distracted by color, shininess, things like that. But like, yeah, we got the yellows, we got the blues, we got the purples. All right, toes, make a fist and hand, do it together. Squeeze it in, wing it out. 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 In and out and in and out. Shake it out, let it go. Grab on, make a cuff, circles with your foot. So my knee is bent. I'm not trying to get a big hamstring stretch here. I'm just trying to get a grip of my skin and my tissue and give it a pull as I circle. Change direction. Now, you want to start forming a relationship with your own body where you know how much pressure you should or shouldn't give, right? Like we don't want to hurt ourselves. And often, because of the way the fitness world is, like if you aren't super duper feeling it and it's not super intense, nothing's happening. But that's actually bullshit. Like we want to start training to be able to feel things much more subtle sensation, bringing our awareness into subtlety. All right, on the tissue level, on the microscopic level, it's very different than these big gross movements, right? So we can really affect things. Sometimes the body can receive and change more easily with smaller, gentler movements than with big, expansive ones. I say, as we're doing a big, expansive movement, just rolling from side to side, massaging out your lower back, stretching through the arms and legs, folding it in. So we're trying to develop this pattern of opening and closing where our arms and legs are working together, right? So there's a harmony in the upper versus lower as we roll from side to side, and the right versus left. I'm opening, 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 closing, closing, closing. Good. And let's bring it in. I want to do another hamstring exercise. Ideally, you have a block for this. If you don't have a block, you can do it all without the block. Having the block actually makes it easier. So you're just going to have to work a little harder if you don't have a block. So I'm going to put my foot on the block. The back foot is on the block. And I'm going to inhale up. You could also just use like a old school telephone book, something, or like a big fat dictionary. Get something under your foot if you can. We're going to go up and down. Inhale, pelvis up, exhale down. Up and down. Trying to keep your hips, both sides of your body working. Up and down and up and down and up. And we're going to stay up. You're going to pulse going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take it down. Big breath in, relax into the floor, shake it out, let everything get easy, press it back up again for 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel what your feet are doing. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, are you clamping up your toes? Are you rolling to the outer edge? Are you kind of turned out? Try to get parallel and balance your feet so that you're working sort of evenly through your foot. We're going to press it up. This is different. We're going to take the foot that's on the floor up to the ceiling, outward circles with the leg, pushing the floor away on the block. This is easier with a block than without a block. Circles on the ceiling, pointed toes. And then you're going to flex, change direction, reach through your heel. And bring it down. That's all we're going to do with that. Let's take it in to a shake. Just let it go. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Let the tissue soften back up. We're not going to go for a big stretch yet. Take it to the other side. Just up and down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. We could be breathing in the other direction, but it's nice to find a rhythm of breath that goes with the movement, even though I'm kind of doing it and kind of not because I am talking. All right, we're going to go up and stay pulsing up, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Taking it down Just relax your lower back, relax your sacrum. You can wiggle around, massage it out, press it up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it down. Deep breath in. Melt into the floor for a second before we go up again. Pressing it up. Taking your leg up to the ceiling, outward circles with that top leg, pointing your toes, pushing the floor away. Nice movement in that ball and socket joint of your hip. And then flex and change direction, reaching out through your heel. Push the floor away. Good, and release. And take it down. So that's to strengthen that hamstring. You're probably doing stuff with your leg. You're working your back. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Let it go. Shake out your arms. Free up your whole head, tail. Free up your spine. And then take a happy baby pose. And if you can laugh, then laugh. Add some laughter to your happy baby pose. Often I laugh at my own inner dialogue. And my boyfriend does that too. And he'll do it when we're eating. So I'm like, oh. And he very rarely shares what he's laughing at, but it never actually feels bad. It always just feels funny. So laugh as much as you can, right? It's great for your inner body. And when we're laughing and moving and laughing at ourselves, it's the world is just a little bit lighter. All right, let's take it onto our hands and knees. Curl your toes under. Let's just go free flow spine right away, shifting your weight forwards and backwards. If you're feeling like, oh my God, I don't even know what that is, just do a cat-cow. But really, it's just freeing up the patterning in your movement. Letting your weight shift side, side, up, down, forward, backward. Very three-dimensional movement, freeing up your spine, your organs, and your mind. Free your mind. Let the body have some freedom. Let your body have some freedom. Let go of any crusty, old, rigid thinking that you have about your body or in your body. Let it go. Let your body have some freedom and some fluidity. Moving from the fluids. You can imagine that it is just the fluids in your body that are initiating the movement. Good. And then let's just take it to a quick downward dog. Bend one knee, bend the other. Here's the pea pod. Don't worry about her tail. She was born that way. She is a Manx. So we're going to do another exercise, which can either be done here in a downward dog, or if your wrists are bothering you, you could take it to your elbows, which is going to be a little bit harder, or hands and knees. So if we're doing it from downward dog, you're going to pick your leg up to the ceiling, open it out to the side, carry it down, up the ceiling, and lower. Same thing if you're on your knees. It's up to the side and down, up to the back and down. So choose the one you want to do. Reach it, open it, drop it, lift and down, up to the side and down. For me, what I'm getting the most out of here is a calf stretch on my standing leg, but it might be very different for you. 2 more. Last one. Good. And I'm going to come out of it for a second. Come off my wrists and a little in and out. Circle out, bring it in. Serve out small plate of sandwiches and then bring it in. Opening and closing. Fingers. Let's just do one more finger thing. Closing it in, opening it out. Close it in from your pinky to your thumb, from your thumb to your pinky. Dexterity. Let's turn them up the other way. Do a stop in the name of love and then go thumb to pinky, pinky to thumb to pinky, pinky to thumb. Now take it down Same thing, just folding it under. It's like, it's not like, oh, there's a right and a wrong way to do this. I just want to get your hands doing a lot of different things so that the tissue in your forearm, the tissue in your hands, your nerves inside of there are getting some action. All right, taking it to whatever position you're in, knees or downward dog, other side, up to the ceiling, carry it to the side, then to the ceiling and lower. Up, out, down. Oh yeah. Once I get into it, I really start to feel my standing calf in a way that I don't normally get into that muscle. 2 more. Last one. Good, and bring it in. It's hard to get stretches in certain parts of our bodies, and especially if you're fairly hypermobile, like you may not get a stretch when everyone else is like, oh my God. And then, like, I'm really tight in certain places and really open in other places. So for me, some people are like, oh, that's nothing. And I'm like, oh, my hips are so tight. We're all different. That is the beauty of it. Let's come down here. We're going to do just up and down, straight up and down, going 1. Into the back space, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. Switch it to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take it into a forearm plank. Push forward and backward. Into parallel, 1 knee to the floor at a time. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Twisting underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it down all the way onto the floor. Bend your knees. Let your legs fall from side to side. Relax your feet. Wag your tail. Relax your glutes. Circles with your feet. One way, the other way. And then take your hands next to your chest. We're going to just do a baby cobra up and down a few times. Inhale up, exhale down. And then you're going to circle your head. So head goes to the right and up to the left and down. Just 3 in one direction. And then 3 in the other direction. Only as high as feels okay for you. And then arch it up and take it into a child's pose. Breathe into your back. Big deep breathing, fill up your body with your breath, and then exhale as much out as you can. So we want to really, in this moment, have a big exhale so we can really fill back up on the inhale. Use the inhale to grow and the exhale to shrink in your whole torso. Letting the space between the discs and the vertebrae be a little bit more spacious. You can shift from side to side. Relax your head, just shifting a little bit. Pelvis, lower back, hips, head and neck. Easy. And then come in and bring it up. And let's do this one because I think it's great, but it may not work for you. So you're going to take it as easy as you need to, just taking it back and down and then up. And if you want to try it a little bit more intense, take it on the angle. So sit bones towards my heels and then pressing up and then taking it on the diagonal and up. If you want to make this a little easier, you can use your arms to help balance you. And if you're super flexible and open and strong, go ahead and take it further back. You can go slower. Do it in the way that works for you. Good. And let's take it all the way down. Come into a regular plank and we'll just lower down slowly, going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in for a landing. Let's come up. We're going to do Pilates swimming, paddling away with a pumping breath. The pumping breath is a big inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Getting your diaphragm to really huff and puff on this one. There she is. Little awkward kitty, the pea pod. Here we go. Huff and puff. Like a fish. And then come up. I don't know how a fish probably doesn't have a puff like that, but I meant like kind of like the exhale could be like fish lips exhale. Right, getting that deep diaphragmatic breathing, which is also a gets your lymph pumping, right? Lymph is all around here. When it's returning back in, all of this stuff is moving lymph. Movement moves lymph. Deep diaphragmatic breathing moves lymph. Let's take it onto our sides and we just do a quick time check. Oh yeah, I have been lost in space and time. We're just going to do one more thing on our sides and then we will do a stretch and finish it. So coming onto your side, we're going to do this. It's, where did I learn this? I believe I learned in a gyrokinesis teacher training. One hand in front of you, legs straight down below you. You're going to lift up and then stretch it back down. Lift up. Try not to pike. Try to stay really sideways. Lengthen it back down. Coming up. Reach it out. Try to get the bottom leg off the floor and reach. 2 more. Up and down. And last one. Up and down. Let's bend the knees. Slide the elbow underneath. Top hand to the ceiling. Feet are on the floor. Inhale up. Exhale down. Going 1, 2, push the floor away. 3, 4, shoulder connected into your body. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swing your legs around to the other side. All the way down. If the movement between exercises is the hard thing, then we need more mobility work, right? So coming up and exhale. You could inhale up, exhale down. I feel like it often, I don't know. You could also exhale up, inhale down. Oh, get those legs up. Try to get that bottom leg off the floor. 3 more. 2. Last one. And relax it down. If you're feeling like, oh my God, this part of my hip is killing me down there on the floor, take some refuge in the idea that you're actually strengthening the bone by being on it. If you're really brittle, you may not want to push it that far. So that's one reason why we want to make sure that we're eating enough, that we're getting enough protein, that we're hydrating our tissue, that we're moving enough so that our bones stay strong, so that our tissues stay pliable flexible, agile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, opening up. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Take your legs out in front. Give them a little bang. Rotate in and out. Bend your knees. Just roll across one butt cheek and hip and then the other. Melt, soften. No struggle. Just letting your body move. If you have to go slower, go slower. If you want to go faster, go faster. Listen in. Let's take the legs out in front. Let's go with bent knees and just round forward. Soften. Let your head and neck relax. Breathe into the back of your body. Melt. And then we're going to inch our butt a little further back, for our feet a little bit further forward. Hang out there. Breathe into it. Relaxing your spine, relaxing your back body. Extend your legs a little bit more. Breathe into it. Here, with that bent knee, you're going to push your legs into the floor. Flex your foot and push down. So you're firing up the back of your legs a little bit. Just flex and push. Push, push, push into the floor like you're trying to pop off the floor. And then relax it. Hang out there. Don't need to straighten out yet. And again, flex and push your heels down like my heels are pushing into the floor. Feel my calves and my hamstrings working. And release. And then just shake it out and take it into your forward fold. Whatever you got. Breathe into it. Bend your knees if you need to. And come up. Let's do ankle over knee, just one ankle over the other. You're going to inhale, lift, exhale, take it forward and down. Breathe and let go. And then come up, foot on the floor, spiral towards your knee, twist, look around behind you. Breathe into your lungs. See what's around you. Take in the space around you. And spiral the other way. And then heel into your groin. Open it up. Turn sideways. You're going to go over the long leg. Side stretch over that leg. And then inhale up. Hand behind you on the floor. Take it into an archy back bend. Open, open. And release. Bring it down. And just shake it out for a second. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Starting with ankle over your other knee. Inhale, lift. Get taller. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe. Let go. Coming up, foot on the floor, spiral, look around, look at your space with equanimity. It's fine. Except for that dust ball over there. Just kidding. And take it the other way, quick little counter stretch. Bring it back in, heel into your groin. We're just going to go sideways on this one. Take it over your leg. Breathe into it. So I can stay up here and get more of a stretch down here, or I can take it lower and I'm not really getting the stretch in there. So feel into your body. Sometimes one place is offering you something that another place isn't. Yeah, once I go down here, it shifts it. But when I'm up here, there's enough weight giving me that pull. Inhale it up, hand behind you on the floor. Take it up onto your knee into an archy back bend. Open up. Solid gold, solid gold. I don't know, that was a horrible version of singing that song. I haven't heard it in an awfully long time, but I always feel like a solid gold dancer when I do that pose. I don't know why. Shake it out, rotate in and out. Solid gold. Bring it in. Stand on your legs, side to side. Let your head drop. Free up your spine, shift your weight from side to side, And then come into center, roll it all the way up to the top. And inhale, open it up. Exhale, easy, light, gentle shake. Whew. One more time, inhale, open. And exhale. And then one more time. Inhale, bring it down to prayer. Give yourself a pat on the back for showing up, for being in your body, for spending this time to do something healthy. And that is it for you TV landers. Thanks for showing up. Oh, I have to answer something. Thank you. Yeah. I needed that. I always need that.